Hey, I'm Dr. Bruce Rippee with the Strategic Advisor Board for all things health and wellness. So recently, an article was brought out in the New York Times. And I hope you don't believe mainstream media at all, but I do hope that you read some of the science behind what they say. So here's my problem with most of the things that are in the mainstream media, and that is going to be basically the and therefore. It's going to be, here's a whole bunch of data, and therefore you should think or feel this way about that particular topic. I don't agree with that. What I agree with is, here's the data, you go do you, right? That's how it should go. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the most recent research out on alcohol. So Dr. Perlman back in 1924, it's almost 100 years ago, folks. So 100 years ago, he came out and he said, those that drink a moderate amount of alcohol, that's 2 drinks a day, for basically men, 1 drink a day for women. And he had reasons for all of that. And I don't know that any of them are valid, but you do you. So anyway, and that means just exactly what you would expect. 1 glass of wine, 1 beer is 1 drink. 1 shot of whiskey, they said 1.5 ounces. And you get the same basic percentage of alcohol that goes into a person's system. And by the way, it doesn't have anything to do with your size or your tolerance. It just has to do with, sure, it's 1 drink, you know. And if you know me at all, I don't like that kind of science. So I'm just going to go fine. But anyway, so what they did was they went back to Pearl's study, and in 1924, and there was this hockey stick, you know, it was basically at the very base where if you're looking for all-cause mortality, people who die from anything, the lowest was those who drank a little bit every day, 1 or 2 drinks a day, right? Supposed to be healthy. Then in the middle were people who didn't drink at all. And then as it starts to go up, you get this observational people who run into car crashes, die very quickly. So there are problems with all of that. The observational science is not good. Generally, there's no randomized clinical trials. So you get what I'm saying, right? And we're not going to feed people 2 drinks a day. Nope, you get 2 drinks a day. You don't get any, right? You get 1. We're not going to do that. That's ridiculous. And so nobody does that. But Dr. Stockman actually said, what if we took this 100-year-old crap and we actually pulled it down and said, let's do a metadata. So they took a whole bunch of studies involving 5 million people and didn't change the data, just changed the way they looked at the data. They said, what about the people involved? Well, they found out that the people who weren't drinking, teetotalers, are relatively rare, if there's not a religious reason, are relatively rare. And because of that, those who never drink any alcohol generally have a reason to not drink that. And it's usually some other kind of health problem, you know, whatever that health problem is, which can lead to all-cause mortality. So they said, wait, this observational stuff isn't any good. We don't believe in it. Let's go ahead and actually take all of the data. We've got computers that can do this now. So they take all the data, and they found out that there is no level of alcohol that's actually good for you. Red wine isn't good for none of it. None of it's good for you at all, physically. So from me, you need to hear, do not drink alcohol to improve your health. It's ridiculous. It never did. It never will. However, health is one piece. Thinking well is another piece. And if you're able to calm your stress today, and this is April when I'm doing this, is Stress Awareness Month for good reason. Stress kills us, guys. We live in a world where it's everything all at once, all the time, right? Anything you want is on your phone. Anything you don't want is on your phone. And certainly, hopefully, messages like this on YouTube are helpful. So I can tell you, though, if you're watching this, everything out there is available. So what happens if you drink a little bit of alcohol and it calms you? If you have a drink or 2 and it seems to kind of chill the day, right? Calms it all down. I would tell you need to drink a lot of water with that. I kind of want you to do some other things. I want you to drink a lot of greens, are very good for you. You can eat those or drink those. They make good products now that you can do all that. Take a multivitamin, you know, get some good sleep. I'm going to say all of that to you, but I'm also going to say that if you're drinking alcohol for just your physical health, you're making a mistake. If you're using it to connect yourself back to the world, to chill a little bit out of the day, to calm it all down, keep it to 1 drink, as little as possible, and stop telling people that resveratrol is good for you and that it's in wine and that it's going to be awesome, because it was in the grape. You could have just eaten the grape. It's in blueberries. It's in cranberries. It's, in fact, a very high level of it. So if that's the only way you're getting resveratrol, just have 1 drink. I'll see you on the next Strategic Advisor Board. In the meantime, be an example of what's possible.